Oh, you're talking about for men? But where to not take?
A list that a certain group of women, because we can't say all women,
Of
guys.
course, a certain group.
I love doing this, saying that a certain group, because I don't like generalizing people. I used to generalize people a lot of the time, but I don't think it's a good idea to do so anymore because I was told that it's not a good idea to do so.
It's not.
Even though there's a lot of people that generalize us, you know? And when I say us, I mean a black man. But let's do this. Places. This is a woman made a list of places to not take her on the first date. I was gonna ask you guys how do you guys feel about it, but let's get to it.
I honestly never looked at it, but
all right.
Let's hear.
All right, here we go. First one. Can you guys guess the first one?
Based on that video, I feel it's Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. That is number one.
What's wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Let me ask you, Nerdsy, because you are the woman in this room. Cheesecake Factory.
It's good.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah,
thumbs up.
I like their bread.
Is it the pumpernickel bread? I didn't say that word. I said nickel. Pumpernickel bread?
The bread is nice. It's hot.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Hot.
The bread is hot. Okay.
It's nice.
The bread is hot.
When you put the butter on it, it just melts.
It could go on. And I that certain group that made this, I just wonder if you like to. Anyway, well, we'll talk about this when we put this all down now, because I don't want to make these assumptions.
Number two.
Applebee's.
I've never been, so I don't know.
Okay.
Nah, that's thumbs down still.
I don't know about Applebee's because that's American. 3, Chili's.
Never been, so I don't know.
Okay. 4, Chipotle.
As a first date?
First date, that's wild still.
I don't think Chipotle, because you know what's funny?
You guys are going to be standing there like you're in the cafeteria at lunchtime?
Shout out to Extra Gravy.
It's a cafeteria type of vibe. That's so...
Catch the joke. Shout out to Extra Gravy. I seen them talk about Chipotle almost broke up their whole damn podcast. I'm joking. But yo, they were arguing like, is Chipotle a good thing or a bad thing? You know what I mean? And they're going back and forth. It was funny. It was the funniest banter I've seen for Chipotle.
Right. Chipotle's bad. Yeah, Chipotle's
I don't
bad.
like it, but I don't hate it neither.
I feel like that's something that you do when you know the person. Or like a business thing.
But like, for that to even be an option, I don't think it ever should be.
Not for first date.
No.
Like, Chipotle tastes like, you know when you eat Chipotle sometime? It tastes like...
Or if you're a teen.
I want the fake stuff.
Oh, you're saying it's too fresh.
It's way too fresh.
Crazy.
You're eating this and I'm like, I want Taco Bell.
I don't know about you. But
Not even a food truck.
Or I want my own. I could go buy Old El Paso kit and make something better than
That's
Odell
Paso.
Okay, what's number 5, please? Let's go.
Olive Garden. Hey, that's East Side Mario's, sorry.
Olive Garden.
East Side Mario's, yes.
I've been there. I don't remember the experience, but okay.
Do you think that's good for a first date, though?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Don't know.
6, the movies.
Nah.
No,
Honestly,
you don't even get to talk.
You don't get to talk.
Yeah.
You don't build the eye contact.
Yeah.
She just wants to watch a movie and just, you don't even get to talk.
You don't even...
Would you get to talk before the movie and after the movie?
After the movie.
How's the movie? It was good.
But
yeah,
I mean,
that's what do you...
I mean, you can have a conversation.
As a first date?
But like, you go in a Marvel movie with a girl that doesn't know Marvel. That's kind of horror. So when Batman's supposed to come, it's like...
So that was actually what I was going to say. If you guys actually were enjoying a movie that you wanted to both see... Okay. Then, yeah, that's fine. Right? Like, you guys are both talking about it. Like,
I say, like, dinner movie.
Yes.
Dinner movie, yeah. You can't have, like... movie just by itself, like, oh, let's go to a movie on a first date, like, no.
Let me take you to the movie.
Because then also, does this also exclude a drive-in movie?
Drive-in is
right.
Drive-in.
Because a drive-in movie, I think, is nice for a first date.
Yes, so because drive-in, because you're physically together, you know.
Yeah.
You're building,
No, I think that'd be best because you can order your own food and bring it over.
Yeah.
That could work. That might work. If you get comfortable. 7, your house. I can agree. You can't just have people bring it up to your house for the first date. Oh yeah, just come over.
If you're like
danger.
Yeah.
It's in people's that's in the back of people's minds, but We don't really think about that.
We need to think about it.
No, have you watched out
think about it?
You and all those other like crazy serial killer. You go on the first date with Tyler from Whole Foods. You gonna get chained up.
Even the Tinder guy. That Tinder guy who would be like asking people to like sleep over at their house for a first date, and he comes to their home. He's like, "Oh, I just need to sleep over or whatever," and then lo and behold, he's actually unraveling his body bag for the girl.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. That's not good.
I was just thinking more like, hey, I can throw it on in the kitchen. Come to my place. You cook them dinner.
It's cute.
Wine, dessert.
Cute.
What if you can't cook?
It's cute.
What if it's not her liking to cook?
Then you can't. Next one. You can't recommend that. Like you can't.
I just feel like not in your house. If you had like a rooftop patio, sure.
Any fast food chain.
No. Any fast food chain.
For the first date?
See, but men be like making the biggest jokes about like, oh, you know, if you want to get a real girl, take her to McDonald's.
Sorry. I mean,
that was a very disturbing.
The fact that your voice can actually like sound like it because it's all ras. It's kind of that's kind of scary.
So weird.
Yeah. Whoa.
Before I came here, if I was in the dark and I heard that, I'd be like, nah, the pod's canceled. I'm going back home. You're not gonna get me.
Yeah.
Tell you that. You're not gonna find me.
What do you identify as? But any fast food chains?
No.
Nah.
Even though when they have the lounges?
No. Which one is the lounges?
I don't care.
Not McDonald's.
I don't care if it's McCafe, okay?
No, not McCafe, but like, what about like Williams, the coffee shop? Williams. Like coffee shops? Like, what about coffee shops? Like the
coffee shop is
coffee house. Coffees. Pastries and coffee. Actually, I had to talk in a quiet place.
Coffee shops are cool.
You know why? Because y'all don't get your belly full. That's why. That's a real reason.
Wow.
That's a real reason.
Wow.
Y'all don't get your belly full when you have another coffee.
Wouldn't you want to know?
Coffee and tea and talk.
But wouldn't you want to know whether or not she has an eating disorder or not?
You'll find that out while drinking coffee and tea. Oh, you don't like tea? Lactose intolerant? Okay, so pizza's out of the question.
Pasta.
You can do that mid-conversation while having a cup of coffee or tea and a bagel.
Not a bagel.
I don't know.
Not a bagel.
I don't know.
I can't.
Well, was that considered fast food though? Like, I guess anything that has a drive-through is considered fast food. I'd consider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be.
So Starbucks is out of the question.
No.
Some of them do have a drive-through. Wait,
some of them do.
No, some of them do.
Especially in the States, they do.
Okay. Even here, Brampton do. So.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll
say no because I don't like Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm just being.
I shouldn't like.
I don't see the point.
Okay, but like a good wing place in general.
Well, yeah, that's because they have Buffalo Wild Wings, and then the next one would be Wingstop. So.
Oh, that's.
What if she doesn't eat wings properly?
See, that might actually irritate some people.
Yeah, some people leave a lot of meat on the flat. On the flat, yo, you're like, what the hell, bone? Bro? There's hardest meat between the bones. What are you doing? All this I meat. Yeah, look upon this. Look.
Not look upon this.
Look. You're wasting my money. You're just getting drums for the rest of this relationship.
Yo, that's
drums. I'm joking, but yeah.
First date wings.
I mean, if she likes it, cool. But I wouldn't say as a first date.
That should be your plan E, not plan A. It should be your plan E.
Next one.
Yeah, it just gives me comfy. Like, that gives me comfy. We're comfortable now with each other.
Next one, Red Lobster. Right. Red Lobster as a first date is fine. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Red Lobster is amazing.
You know what?
Why do you guys do this?
Red Lobster is kind of greasy still, I can't lie.
Shut your...
Can't lie.
Yo, you don't let me call you out here. Red Lobster is amazing.
I'm not saying no.
What? Okay.
You know what, though? You take her or him on a date, like with the unlimited shrimp date or whatever. Ooh. First date?
But Red Lobster is out of the... Like, so Red
Lobster... But that's buffet.
For first date.
Like a buffet, yeah. Like a buffet date,
so you really take someone out on a first date to a buffet?
Hold on. You know what's funny? That's the next one. But for Red Lobster, is a no?
I mean, I would say yeah, but like... I mean...
Yeah, it's like that.
I would just want to know why. But anyway, but buffet, I don't understand a buffet still. But and here's the thing. Speaking of Red Lobster and buffet, some of you women, yo, when I eat with y'all, I don't know where the food goes. Like, yo, like, take you out to dinner, that's fine, but like, y'all be eating like you never ate like
in your life
all month.
I mean,
and you try to do it with modesty, and it's like, no.
What do you think women do? Not eat?
I'm not saying that, but like, I told you we were going out for food the day before, and you eating like you prepped for this day 2 months ago. You're out eating me though. Like, you're like.
But that's how women eat. Women eat. That's the thing. So this is the thing. When we go out to dates, the etiquette that we're taught is don't seem like you eat too much.
I'm not saying
Have
that.
and order a salad. You know, just be modest and don't do too much. I'm hungry.
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that you can't eat, but like, I just need to state the obvious that like,
if I want a steak and a freaking chicken leg beside it, I'm gonna have it with the mashed potatoes and the asparagus.
Mashed potatoes.
Wow. Yes.
Mashed
and if
potatoes.
I want to have appetizer beforehand, I'm having it.
Hold on.
If I want the steak,
hold on. Y'all don't get full up off fries?
I guess
all right, mashed potatoes it is. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potato. So, yo. Okay.
And I want dessert.
And dessert.
That's fine. Eat. I'm not saying you eat, but like.
But you're shocked?
But y'all be, I be shocked when I be seeing someone be eating, yo.
What do you think this is?
Eat, like, yo. I went to Red Lobster one time.
These are bodies that are preparing for a possible body to be in here.
I went to one of my friends.
Bars.
One of my friends, she know who she is. We went to Red Lobster one time. She was like, probably like 140, 130.
Yeah.
Bro, endless shrimp.
Yeah.
And it was around the time they had like coconut shrimps and all the different shit. It was like tropical time or whatever. And then, I don't know, it was around that time. That's why I remember the coconut shrimp. Okay. Yo, she had the garlic, you know, you get 2 orders the first time. Mm-hmm. Garlic shrimp.
Fire.
Shrimp Alfredo.
Mm-hmm. Fire.
Pasta's heavy. Mm-hmm. She came back again with a shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, wow.
Shrimp Alfredo. Pasta is heavy. Mm-hmm. Can we agree that pasta is a heavy thing?
It's heavy, yeah.
Like 3 Alfredos.
3 Alfredos?
Like 3 honey garlic. And still had enough stomach to try the coconut shrimps like 3-4 times. Listen, I tried to hang on until at one point I just had to tap out. I was just like, yo, you know when you just start breathing? You know when you start breathing, like if you breathe too heavy, you might just throw up? That's where I was at. So I'm like, I can't do this.
That's funny.
I stopped talking. I'm just... it's good.
Wait, this is on top of the biscuits.
Yes!
That's, wow.
It's on top of the biscuit. Taking the biscuit, dipping it in the honey, the garlic. And I'm like, yo, yeah.
Wow.
Biscuits are a cheat code. They want you to box off 2, 3, 4 baskets before the food comes.
Mm-hmm. Arguably, it was better than the food sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But like, yo, I'm like, yo, you eating. Lucky we were friends. You didn't have to pay for all that. But you know, I'm joking. But yeah, yo, yo.
Your bill is now $245.
No, it's endless shrimp.
It was
it's
endless.
A joke. It's endless shrimp, so it's good. But, yo,
but if just imagine if it was a la carte. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bite up. Next one, IHOP. Y'all don't like breakfast?
On a first date.
You don't like chicken fried steaks?
IHOP on a first date. That's more if you're comfy.
See, I
like that category. Yeah, you already have to be getting
comfy.
So first date, no. But like date after, yes.
Yeah, if you're comfortable
already.
Okay. Now here's a question. What if someone asks you what type of food you like and you pick one of these options and they say, okay, let's go there.
Right.
Isn't that just a smart decision? Or it has to be, no, you got to wow me for the first date.
It depends.
Especially if you don't know the person.
Okay, we're talking about a specific group of women, as you're saying. If you're saying like the average, maybe not the average, but I'm saying like some women, they were like, any of these options are great. I'm just happy enough that you even took me out. I just want to be out with you because I like you. That's it. Those women will appreciate just the gesture alone. That's it. Right? Fine.
Shout out to y'all.
But then you have the women who are like, this is not my regular. and I do not equate myself to this because this is regular. So now this is a class thing. And if you are there now trying to date somebody in this class, you have to recognize that these are no longer options that are regular to them. They are in a different field of restaurants.
Here's the thing I'm not being an instigator when I say this. Is that lady class single? Most of the time, yeah.
Some of them are. But that's the thing.
Do you wonder why that is?
Well, maybe because they haven't found a person who is in the same class as them.
Are they in that same class?
Probably.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's very hard.
I hope so.
No, like it's sometimes
hey, you may be right. I don't know. I don't know.
No, but the thing is,
these are questions I ask.
Okay, the reason why I say this, like for me, I'm okay with going to some of these things, right? But my experience, and I'm not saying that I'm one of these women where I say, don't take me to this, right? I'll go to Moxie's as a first date. I've been to Moxie's as a first date. I wasn't upset. I've been to Joey's as a first date. I'm not upset. I never been to these restaurants at that time. So
I didn't know Moxie's. Okay. Is Moxie's a bad thing now?
Moxie's is considered a bad thing. But
what? The white chocolate brownie?
Yes.
That's what? No, wait, stop. The white chocolate brownie is one of the GOAT desserts. People don't like the white chocolate brownie anymore?
It's not that people, they don't like it.
They just don't like the food.
It's just not a first date option. You can go there as your second, third, but not a first date.
If you're comfy.
Y'all don't like the dark ambiance?
That's just what it is.
Not really.
Okay. No, I'm just, I don't know. For me, I like the white chocolate brownie. I don't really go there for anything else.
But that's you saying that for your likings. You're not talking about from a date perspective.
Really?
Exactly.
That's not the first.
That's a different
So
story.
are you saying that I should go on dates not because of my liking at all? I'm talking about.
Shouldn't you be exploring?
I mean, sure.
Hey.
That's also kind of what it is too. The other part of it too is that.
No, you're right. Are
you type to explore?
I'm thinking about something we both like. We both
right.
like
come to agree. Yeah.
It may be agreement, but it also. But you know what it is too. When guys pick certain restaurants, it also kind of says where they are. And again, this is talking on class. That's what it is. If you are going to this, like I remember this one guy, he took me to this place on King Street. Me now, I know infamously, any restaurant on King, you are somewhere in a class.
That's an assumption.
You're somewhere. Yes, that is an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
But most times people will not choose King unless they are of, and I've been on a few dates. The people that I've been on dates and they've taken me on King Street, the assumption is very much accurate.
Like King.
There is a class.
King in Bathurst, King in Dufferin. Then you go further.
Yeah, when you're over to
King in Church.
Okay.
There's one there. There's a couple.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the price and whatever. It's the same as like, okay, Lavelle. Lavelle is a first date.
I don't know what Lavelle is.
Okay.
That's defining my class.
Lavelle is
I've been there.
It's a rooftop.
Sorry, I've been there. My bad.
Rooftop
I'm
one.
sorry. Whoops.
Right.
Yeah,
and off the appetizers alone,
Mm-hmm.
you'll probably spend like $200.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Probably by the time two people.
I was a guess in that.
But
situation.
see, this for me, like I'm more like, does it taste good? Like.
Yeah, it tastes great.
So it's $200 is great.
It's great.
Of greatness.
It's great.
Let me.
And that's not because it's 200. It's great.
It is great.
It's
great.
Copacabana date place.
Yes.
But it's somewhat a buffet.
It is somewhat a buffet.
But it's a premium buffet.
It's a premium buffet.
Because you don't have to share tongs.
No.
You literally just go in.
And it's the way that they serve you too.
Okay. All right. Cool. Boston pizza.
What?
That can't even.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm thinking about Canadian franchises.
Comfy. That's comfy.
That can't even like survive.
That can't go on.
No, like
Boston pizza?
No, they're like closing up everywhere.
Are they really?
The one in Dufferin Malls are gone.
I like the Boston pizza, and I usually go to Boston pizza for like sports events, like UFC and stuff, and get the panuki.
That's very comfy already. But
The pan cookie. You don't know about the pan cookie?
But like a first date thing, nah.
Okay. The gym.
As a first
first date, the gym.
The gym, that took me out. Like, I was like, wait, what are we talking about right now?
Church.
Actually, wait, hold on. The gym as in
work
like.
out together.
I mean, if it's kickboxing, if you're punching the bag, that might be interesting.
If it's a class, then okay, fine. But
like a Zumba and...
But weightlifting, and just squat right there.
Get your reps in.
Just squat a little lower. Yeah, like...
No, I think kickboxing would be blessed.
Just like that.
You know what?
Archie back.
If it turns into like a...
It's kind of crazy.
If it turns into like I'm just going to be a personal trainer.
What if you're dating a personal trainer?
I mean, if you're dating a personal trainer, that's a little weird to me. Still as a first date.
Okay. All right, cool.
You love the gym more than anything.
That's actually funny. That's actually funny.
How about church?
First date?
No, that
depends on who you are.
That used to be like, okay, so
the congregation now.
No, that used to be the congregation place, yeah.
But that's the thing though.
Like what? Your high school sweetheart, your college sweetheart, and then what's the next big one? Church, and then your friend group. That's like the top 4 at one point.
Right? Maybe you bring them, make sure they don't combust in the flames. No?
So what's the next one?
They go to church or like, what if
just next one.
That's interesting. No?
They just converse in flames.
I'm talking nonsense.
No, we out here talking about witches. Okay.
No, I'm not saying, like, you know what I mean? What if they could sing? What if they could actually like...
So you get them ready for the congregation.
What if you bring the church so they know how to like...
Oh, like...
Not on beat.
If they're off beat, you're like, ooh.
But right off the bat, no, but then that's bad because then what happens if they're not of this, they don't practice the same faith as you?
No, I'm not saying that they don't practice the same faith, but that's fine too. Understand, that's what dating is, to get to know the person.
But is it not, but I'm saying, isn't that blasphemy at that point?
Would you want to date somebody offbeat?
Because why would you be bringing somebody who doesn't follow the same faith as you
and that is fair.
To a different God?
That is fair.
Isn't that blasphemy?
But they can always say no. But
as an option, you're offering to do that.
Would you date someone that's offbeat?
Yes, I will date someone who's offbeat.
All right.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
Still. I can help them get back on beat.
You sure?
Yes. I've done it many times.
You sure?
Okay. All right.
Many times.
Why'd you ask if she's sure? That's
okay.
Funny.
That's fine. Okay.
That's
Starbucks.
No, we already said this.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
coffee shop.
Date. Coffee dates is really a bad date?
As a first date. Mm-hmm. Because what? Again, because social media has made it seem like...
Why do we follow social media? All of them are lies. Everybody's lying on social media,
guys are like,
man.
This is the fastest way to find out if she's a gold digger.
No, I don't even care about them type of something there. I'm just trying to talk.
You don't care. But we are talking about the masses.
Stop generalizing the masses. My God. Okay. All right. Fine.
For these women.
Ice cream dates.
That's cool.
On a beach?
You know what?
In Santa
the thing to be honest about is like, that's
having
like a date. No. So that's like
in Mexico.
That's a dinner, movie, and an ice cream. That's like 3 dates. So ice cream is like the final.
The final.
Yeah.
Okay. Family functions.
Whoa,
I don't think that's a good idea.
As a first date.
First date, family function. Say to the family, if I had to go to a barbecue, you know how nervous I get when I go to people that barbecue, and you just like.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you gonna fix my plate or am I gonna fix it? Who that nigga going to the trays? Like, bro.
Then on top of it, whoever is trying to then try and shoot a shot at the same person that you haven't even actually wrapped in yet.
So who are you related to? Who are you related to here? Oh, you're not related to nobody. You just a friend.
Imagine.
Oh, that's her friend.
That's your first date, and she finds a cousin or an uncle or whoever hotter than you.
Damn.
You didn't lock it in yet. Remember, that's your first date.
Don't do family.
Don't do it to yourself.
Don't do family.
But the family should know that, hey, do not engage in
these
type of situations.
Don't do it to yourself.
They're part of the family in that type of way. You shouldn't think.
Don't do it to yourself. Period. Avoid it at all costs.
All right.
You're messing yourself up. Why?
So you're saying seal the deal, then go to the family function?
Yeah.
In 3 years after.
Yeah.
4 years after.
When you know that you are committed.
You're gonna miss all the barbecues?
When you're committed.
Nah, but they're gonna ask you, your family and aunties, and say, where's your girlfriend or boyfriend? Bring them over. Let's fellowship.
But if every
let's
time,
screen the person.
No. But every time you bring a girl as your first date, then your aunties or uncles or whoever is gonna be like, who's this next one? Who's this today?
Who's this today?
No. Well, it depends on the individual.
And
sometimes it's a joke. Sometimes that is a joke, but even if that's the case,
that's not really.
That's a terrible joke.
That's a block right there. That's a block.
It's real.
Does that happen? That doesn't happen. Well, that's a red flag that you need to figure out now. Now you heard that. Now you got to be like, okay.
That's embarrassing.
Oh. Okay. Well,
who's this one today?
You're giving me perspective. That's a little
wild. First date, I'm going to come meet your whole family. First off, there's no guarantee we are going to last. Second off. Third off, I might see someone who's better looking and in your family. That's crazy. Fourth off, now I know the whole tea of your whole family, and do I actually want to be here?
Ooh.
Do I want to commit my life to the rest of this?
Well, you have a choice if you want to be there.
No.
If you don't want to, you run away and you run fast. You run fast. You run very fast.
Thanks.
You see the bad family, you run fast. Because we all know what.
Yeah, so people listening out there, you got to do that. You have to do that these days.
Your partner might be fine, but the family around it, hey, that raised that partner. And that when the family tendency starts kicking in, woo, Lord. Okay, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. Netflix and chill, first date.
If it's in a mansion.
If it's in a mansion, we're going to watch TV for that.
One of those mansions that you go downstairs, they have the home theater.
That's funny. Okay.
I
mean.
First date.
Never mind. Somewhere that requires a long drive.
That is scary.
That's all it
is. Driving is like, oh, so you want to. So where we're going? Oh no, it's gonna be 2 hours. We're going to Blue Mountain, like 2 hours away.
That's crazy.
That's a more you're established already.
What do you like doing?
Yeah. Right? That's weird. That's awkward.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna be in a cabin.
30 minutes into the drive, and you're like, we are not compatible. Thank you. Take me back home.
We got nothing in common. All I can see is you might just try to kill me.
That's another one.
We got nothing in common.
And that's even scarier if you realize you have nothing in common and now it's awkward because you're like, how do I suffer through this whole ride?
That is a very awkward. What was that show? What it was like blind date? When they get paid to stay on a date longer or whatever?
It's one of those realities.
If they ever brought back, what is the show, Next? Remember that show Next? Where it's like the one guy and there's like 4 girls in the car, or one girl and 4 guys in the car, and then you come down and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win, and then it's like you could keep the date going or you take the money for staying as long as you can on the date. So sometimes those people will go out the door and then she's like, next, but then they see $0. The man goes back on the bus in the feet. Wow. Sometimes you'll be in the date. And it's like, oh, you drank you didn't use a straw. Next. Beep. Then the next man comes and continues the date.
How dare you put your mouth on the glass?
Oh, what? Next.
What?
$45 down the drain. Or at the end of the day, you'd be like, oh, I don't want this. I'll take the money.
Just off the rip,
Yeah.
Right?
It's crazy.
So far, half this list is like, you should already be dating. You should already be compatible.
Yeah.
And then the other half is like, yeah.
So 7 more. Just 7 more. Bowling.
Bowling's
the first
it's one of those dinner movie.
Yeah. I rather do pool.
I feel like this is a youth thing.
Yeah. I rather do pool than bowling.
You're in your teens.
Pool is fire.
Stuff, early 20s, that's okay.
I rather do pool than bowling.
I'll do pool. Pool is fire.
Cause you'll be talking, you know, 1 second, you jump.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? It's avoiding competition.
Huh.
Because the last thing you want to see is somebody competitive. You guys get really competitive, especially if you're good.
No, but sometimes you don't.
Ooh, baby.
Sometimes you don't have I like natural competitiveness.
Yeah, but there's not like some guys cannot stand when you are actually good at it.
And that's unfortunate.
I've been on a date when we went to go on play pool.
You were smoking them.
The man was like, oh, let me teach you. I said, no, it's okay. He's there trying to come and be cute and be behind me and like, this is how you knock it, da-da-da-da. And I said,
I know what
you can show me. Okay, got it. The man's hand was off. It was shaky. He couldn't even level the thing properly. And he didn't even know how to roll the thing to see it and pick the right
So
stick.
you smoked him.
So, I came through and the man's like, oh, so you're a shark. Oh, so you know how to play. Oh, da-da-da-da. Why did I bring you here then? Because you thought that you were going to win and be Mr. Champion out of this. And I was just going to be like, oh my God, this is so great. Thanks.
Sometimes, man, you just got to lose, yo. Sometimes you got to learn to lose, yo. I gotta learn to lose, yo.
That is sometimes it's the ugliest trait too. To see.
Yikes. Oh.
Damn.
Nightclubs.
Oh.
All right. Hookah. Let's get the hookah.
Herpes, man. Nah, that's crazy.
Bars for just drinks.
But
See.
I guess bars. Okay, some bars have drinks and.
Yeah, some bars are just for drinking.
You don't want no sliders.
As a first date, I feel like it's a little intense because it kind of gives that speed dating kind of feel. Why are you drinking that much? First off, and if you sip on the one drink, what you're like? We're gonna talk for 4 hours and just drink. I'm hungry now.
That's more of like
That is funny.
That's more of like a happy
I
hour.
have a whole empty stomach. We've been here for 4 hours.
Trust me. Enjoy
drinking beers.
That's like a happy
I need chips
hour after work.
That's what I'm saying.
That's funny.
It's not really a date thing, though.
It's not a date. Like, it's like we're not eating. We're not really talking. Look, sure, we could talk for the 4 hours, but like I feel like this is very much alcohol induced, or the aim is for be alcohol induced.
Okay.
And it also kind of gives that feel of like, oh, let me get her drunk, and then I could take her home.
And then yikes. The other one would be Waffle House, but what would I be a Waffle House? Like Denny's, Perkins.
For us,
Perkins.
What is our Waffle House?
I feel Denny's.
I think Perkins too.
And I don't know what Perkins is.
Perkins, Martin Grove, and Dixon, that green place, Perkins.
Oh, now I gotta go.
It's right beside the hotel. I don't know if you like it.
Tiger, what's his name? Tiger Woods used to eat there. Well, he was cheating on his wife.
Oh.
But anyways,
wow. See, but he was comfortable.
Because no one goes into Perkins.
No one goes into Perkins.
I didn't even know this existed. So now I'm gonna go.
Just off the...
Off the grid fast food, off the grid restaurant, Perkins.
Yeah, Waffle House, yes.
Waffle House, I've never been into Waffle House. I never thought to go in there.
That's a good, like, after basement jam, after party type of thing.
It looks like that.
But first date, no.
Sports events, first date.
Depends on our seating.
Ooh.
Yeah.
First
Depends
date?
on the seating.
Okay. So, in regards to seating, like
if I'm in the nosebleeds and this is the first date.
Oh.
What was that anger? What if in like the skybox? The thing box.
If it's a skybox, yeah, that's fine.
Watch out, you'll slip on the floor.
Or even if I'm like on the first level.
First levels.
Doesn't mean I have to be all the way in the front, but first level.
Does it have to be a sport that you like?
Preferably.
Okay.
You know, like if we both enjoy football, I would love that. You know, and soccer, yeah.
We could really hear the crunch of someone's skull.
Yeah. I want to see the dust fly up and almost hit me in my face if it's baseball. Like
that's
when he slides.
I feel like baseball is boring.
What?
Baseball just looks boring. It looks better playing it than
baseball is very good.
It's actually very fun.
Yeah, it's
great entertaining.
But watching
it, they caught it. Okay.
It's entertaining.
Watching it is kind of.
Both of you.
Maybe like playoffs. It's probably interesting.
Whatever.
But just like, take me out to the ball game.
I enjoy it.
And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
See?
Wow.
If my guy took me to the baseball game, I'd be so happy.